All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 5 Minutes of Math. And I'm very glad you all have joined us one more time tonight. And let's go ahead and get started. So we're looking at number 51. Oh, and this is the homework for Tuesday, December 19th. 51 says copy a chart. Boom, got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 0.62, 1.24, 1.86, and 2.48. And if you're doing it traditionally, X is on the left side, Y is on the right side. So let's see if we can figure out what we do to our kilometers to get miles. And we have 2 times Q equals 124. And I just chose Q because that's the coefficient in the final equation. And I'll show you what I'm talking about when we're done. So 2 times something equals 1.24. So we just divide by 2. Q equals 0.62. Well, that works for number 2, but let's pick a second point to make sure that that's right. And you're going to want to check it at least twice when you have tables like this where the answer isn't completely obvious like it was last time. All right, so 4Q equals 2.48. Divide both sides by 4. Q equals 0.62. Same answer. So let's see what we do with that final equation. Q times K equals M. So something times our kilometers equals our miles. 0.62 times our kilometers equals the miles, or 0.62x equals y. All right, so that is where we're looking at. And you see that coefficient, 0.62? Well, we're going to start calling that slope in a couple of weeks. So instead of looking at it as coefficient, try thinking about it in terms of slope. All right, and we'll talk more about that a little bit later on. So number 52, we have inches being converted to centimeters. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our N and our C. And we have 2.54, 5.08, 7.62, 10.16. And we have our X and Y if you plan on plotting it in the traditional way. So again, we're going to pick 2 points, and I'm going to pick 2 for 2 times Q equals 5.08. And here Q represents the coefficient in our final equation, just like it did last time. So 2 times Q equals 5.08. Divide both sides by 2. Q equals 2.54. That works. And we get 4Q equals 10.16. So I'm just going to choose another point to make sure that that works. 4Q equals 10.16. Divide both sides by 4. And we get the same number back. All right. So what we do here is plug in that 2.54 into our coefficient. So Q times, and that pretend that says N and C. 2.54 times N equals our C, and 2.54x equals Y. Okay, so that's how we plug things into our final equation. And see that 2.54 again, that's going to be slope in a very, very short while when we start really graphing equations and really taking some things apart. All right, that was a short one. Tomorrow won't be. So thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you soon.